Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Emily and today I am starting a reading vlog for the week of June 5th through the 11th. Hopefully you'll be seeing this on the 11th at night or early on Sunday on the 12th. But I wanted to do this because I really wanted to keep track of my whatever-a-thon for you guys so you could see what I'm reading each week and go from there. So for this week I have a lot of different things that I really want to read, but I am not including the first or the fourth of this because I didn't read anything, but I will say that I have to read one or two books from my library that I have out as audiobooks, and that the first one I definitely need to get to is Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I really loved Beach Read, so I'm hoping I'm gonna really love Book Lovers. So although I have been hearing mixed things about it, but I am already a few chapters in. I have started reading that this morning, so I'm really enjoying the vibes of it so far. Other than that, I would really like to get to one or two books on my TBR for my TBR tiles, and the first one I want to get to, because I believe it's going to be a quick read, is The Next Together by Lauren James. This is about Catherine and Matthew, and they're destined to be born again and again, century after century. Each time they are total strangers thrust together under unusual circumstances. Each time their presence changes history for the better, and each time they fall hopelessly in love, only to be tragically separated. I love a good reincarnation, tragic love story thing in books and in movies and in shows. But I am really excited to get to this. This is a duology. I have both books, so if I'm in love with this book, I can just jump right into the next one. So I definitely want to get to this one this week. It's higher priority than most because it is on my TBR from my TBR games. So there's that. I've already said Book Lovers. I would also like to get to one of these, but I have a confession. I ended up not reading much after I filmed and uploaded my June TBR, and I said I was going to finish Night Film before this month, and I didn't, and I feel so bad, but I've just been in a reading slump for about a week now, and I did end up getting to page 208, so I've got this much read, and I have this much left to go, and I had originally wanted to get to where this little sticky note is the next day, and I never did anything, so unfortunately I did not complete my TBR from last month. But I'm struggling with whether I should add another rule because I am a little slumpy lately, or if I could just finish this book this month and call it even. I did get quite a bit of a way through, so you know what, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to not take a punishment for this month, but next month I'll take one, maybe, for this. We'll see how I feel. I'm really sad that I didn't get to finish it yet, so I also would like to continue with this. So there's that. I'm also still about 40% through King of Battle and Blood, so I really want to finish some of these books that I've already started before starting new ones. I am also still only 100 pages in to Mad Ship. I haven't picked it up in months. I think the last time I picked this up was in February, and I don't know, her books, I just have to be in the mood for Robin Hobb's books, so maybe I would like to make at least 100 pages into this month at least to get some kind of movement for it. But yeah, so I have so many books that I'm still in the middle of and other books that I really want to get to. So what I'm going to do is try and make my way through some of the books that I am still currently reading, and then start some other books for my TBR, because if I don't, then it'll never happen, and then I will fail my TBR, and I don't want to fail a TBR like I have done since I started this game. So yeah, but anyway, today I have some plans. Me and my family are going to our church's family fun day that they do downtown, So that will take up some time, but that is all I have to do. I have to fold some laundry and do some laundry. So I can just listen to an audiobook while I do that and do some other things. And yeah, I should be able to get quite a bit of reading done if everything goes to plan and if I can stay off my phone. And so I just started rewatching Sabrina. Was it the Teenage Witch or whatever? The one on Netflix, the darker one. I just started rewatching that because I watched 3 parts of it, so like 3 seasons, but then I never continued on because I had like binged those, so I think I got a little sick of it and never went back to finish the 4th part. So I am slowly rewatching this show. So hopefully I don't turn that on. Hopefully I don't get on my phone and do a bunch of things. I just need to focus on reading. I really want to get out of this reading slump and read all the books because they all sound so good. And yeah, so I am super excited to finally get back in some kind of reading mood. But that is the update so far for now, and I guess I will see you guys in a second. So it is a while later. It is almost 11:15, I think. I am tired. Excuse my face. I took off my makeup, not very well, as you can see, and I washed my hair out, and it's just a hot, puffy mess, and I'm just ready to go to bed. But I wanted to let you guys know that I did film a try a chapter tag featuring books with the buzzword for the month of June, which was all. Sorry if you can hear sounds in the background. My daughter is still up, and I just don't understand it. Whatever. But anyway, I filmed the try a chapter tag with the buzzword word for this month, all. So I will include some clips here. So that took up quite a bit of my time today. I also said about a family fun day event today, and I ended up not going. My mom took my kids because we are doing something tomorrow, and I just wanted to take a break. And so she was kind enough to take the kids and do that. They also went to the pool today, so the kids should be tired. I don't know why they're still up. But that will get rectified later. Anyway, I also wanted to say that I read about 50% of Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I have some notes here because I didn't want to forget what my thoughts were as I was reading, but I'm really loving the sisterly bond and the dynamics they share. Like, it's really, really fun and cute, and I like their, like, banter and everything that they do, and just the whole thing. I think it's so funny. I'm also enjoying the witty banter with the love interest, and the small town vibes. I don't feel like, I want to say they are present a lot, but like, it's like 50-50 with the romance and that. I really enjoy the bookish elements, like all these books seem to have. It's always fun to have bookish elements in it. And sorry, I'm reading my notes. It reads smooth, and I love the characters and the narrator for the audiobook. So I have the audiobook out from my library, so I am listening to it as I'm reading along as an ebook. And the narrator, I believe it's the same one from Beach Read, but I highly recommend the audiobook. The narrator does such a great job, and I am just really enjoying this book. It's funny and cute, and definitely takes a different character role with the female. She's kind of like the ice queen. She's said to be like a shark and stuff, and it's just so funny because she's like, well, I have feelings too, and I'm like, relatable. And so yeah, it was nice seeing that kind of switched around, because I don't normally read a lot of books where the characters said to be pretty icy, you know, so that was a nice change, and I'm hoping to read some more of that tonight, and hopefully, fingers crossed, finish it tomorrow. But we will see how much reading I do, because we're planning on going to a water park tomorrow, so it's gonna be a long day. So I might show some clips of that, but I guess I will see you guys tomorrow. Hey, I just want to do a quick update. As you saw in my B-roll, I went to a water and ride park today with my family, and I ended up not swimming. I sat in our cabana we got, and I read about 4 chapters of Book Lovers, still loving it. I will say though that I was sitting right next to one of the park speakers, and I could not hear very well the audiobook listening to it, so that's why I only listened to 4 chapters, but I still got a little farther, so I'm happy about it, and I had a good time today. And I am tired. We were gone all day, and came home, took a shower, and ate, and now I'm just ready for bed. So just wanted to give you a little update of everything that happened today, and tomorrow I should be able to, hopefully, fingers crossed, finish Book Lovers. So see you in the next clip. I feel like I'm always filming in the same spot, so I decided to stand in front of my bookshelves instead of sit on the floor in front of them. So today was busy. We watched my 2 nieces, and I had to run to the library, and we had to do some other things, so I didn't really get anything done other than I edited my Try a Chapter tag, and I uploaded, which took forever because it's 30 minutes, but I shortened it from 50 to 30 minutes, so that was good. And now I'm not sure if I'm just gonna watch YouTube or if I'm going to read. Whatever I feel like. I am going to continue watching the new Sabrina show. Why can I never remember what it's called? I don't know. Whatever, but that is my update for Tuesday the 7th. Welcome to Wednesday the 8th. I just wanted to hop on here and say that I finished Book Lovers by Emily Henry, and I want to say I gave it 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed having a main female protagonist that didn't drop everything to change her life to be with someone she loved, so I really enjoyed that aspect. And I just really loved the dynamic between Nora and Charlie. Loved it. I loved Libby. She was so funny and cute, and this book was a little bit heartbreaking, and I just really enjoyed it, so I'm happy that I read it, and I can't wait to read. Sorry, I just got a shower, and my hair's not cooperating. Anyway, I can't wait to read. I forget what the second one's called, but I have that on hold on my library's Overdrive app, so when that comes in, I'm super excited to get to that one. So I do still have some books. Seriously, I don't know why people feel like they need to sit here and rev their engines for 5 hours straight. Seriously. Anyway, so I know I have some other books that I am currently reading, but I do want to get started on my actual TBR tile books, and I think the first one I'm going to go with is The Next Together by Lauren James. Sorry if you can't really see that. The lighting kind of sucks out here, but this one kind of has that like reincarnation tragic love story, and it's a duology, and I think I'm going to fly through it. It's only about 350-ish pages, So I would like to get through this all today. Do I think that's going to happen? Probably not, but I would like to at least get 100 to 150 pages into it maybe, or halfway through. So that's the plan for the rest of the day. It's currently 4 o'clock, and right now I have the house to myself, so that's nice. So right now would be the perfect time to read this. But I've been catching up on other booktubers videos, and yeah, so I've been a little distracted. So hopefully once I like read a chapter or two of this, I'll get right into it, and then before I know it, maybe I'll be halfway through. That's wishful thinking on my part, but I need to get through my TBR because I've only read one book. And oh yeah, okay, so I wanted to mention, here, we gotta go in my room because that's where everything is. Okay, so before I end this clip, I wanted to say what book lovers counted for whatever-a-thon. But before I get into that, I want to add in the video I took of randomizing a color generator to see what color on the cover I was going to get, and I ended up getting blue. It is like a lighter blue, I think, but I'm just going with like the actual colors, so we're going with blue. So for book lovers, it's going to count as recently hauled because I did just get it this past month in May, and then it has blue on the cover, so it's going to count for that. And then it's also a favorite genre. I love romance books. So good. So that's all 3 of them, and that's, I believe, as much as you can get. And yeah, so that was book 1, and that's what it went for. I made this little tracker thing in my little notebook, and I underlined B and L because, as you can see, it's got BL here, so I can just kind of keep track of the books I'm reading and what they're going for. And like, this color is red, so this next color is going to be orange. I want to do the rainbow, and I'll just circle back around and when I run out of the colors. But yeah, that's how I'm keeping track of everything, because I can sometimes be a hot mess, and I'm super excited to get to my next read wherever I put it. I'm super excited to get to The Next Together, and I'm hoping that I like it enough that I could fly through maybe the sequel and then finish a series. That would be great, but we'll see. And I also would like to maybe start Skyward by Sanderson. This one's like 500 pages though, so I should get a start on it now, but I don't know, we'll see. For now, I want to get to The Next Together and go from there, and I will update you guys when it's bedtime. So it's after midnight and I'm tired and I want to go to bed, but I just wanted to update you guys in this vlog. So I read 90 pages of The Next Together by Lauren James and decided to DNF it. I did read this on sprints with Jade, so that's gonna count in a little bit. But I found that I didn't really know what the point was happening. Like, you're following like 4 different timelines, and it's just, I don't know, it was really weird. I didn't understand, and I'm really upset about this because I thought I was gonna love this book. I thought it was gonna be a 5-star read, but I didn't, so that's sad. I will tell you, I did count that as a book read, because I got 25% of the way through it, and I will tell you guys what it counted for tomorrow. But I did pick up another book, and I started reading them during Cassidy's sprints tonight, and that is House of Earth and Blood, Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas. I'm so happy to finally be getting to this. I know a lot of people are saying like it's not that great in the beginning, or it's like boring, or it's slow, but I'm really enjoying it. So, you know, it could just be because she's one of my favorite authors ever. But I did get about 142 pages into this book. I'm listening to the audiobook and following along in the book, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm enjoying the narration. The only thing I will say is that sometimes I find it hard when they're switching, like, whose head you're kind of in, I guess, and that just gets a little confusing sometimes if I'm not really paying attention. So, yeah, that was everything I think I wanted to go over. I'm happy that I at least finished one book today, tried another one, DNF'd it, because I was not enjoying because I don't have time for books that I just don't like or I'm not enjoying, so yeah. But I did start another book on my TBR tiles, and I'm finally happy to be getting to this. This has been my shame pile because I haven't started it until now, so wish me luck. Other than that, that was everything. Sorry if you can hear the air conditioner on. It's hot in my room, and I like to go to sleep in the very bitter cold. I don't know why, but I just do. So, I'm gonna go to bed, and I will check in with you guys tomorrow. So, it's Thursday the 9th. I don't know why I keep waiting till, like, really late to update you guys, but that's just how it's going. So last night I told you about how I DNF'd the next together, but I told you today that I would tell you what it went for. So, I still counted it towards whatever-a-thon because you can, and I count it towards my yearly goal anyway. But for the 3 prompts that it can go to, I put the, and, of, a, and because it has the. And then back to the color, it has blue on the cover right here, and it's also a less read genre, so it's like historical, sci-fi, and contemporary, which I read some sci-fi but not enough to count it as a favorite genre or like one I read a lot of. So I'm just kind of pulling in more from the historical and the contemporary pieces from that, so that counts. And then I did read it during Jade Sprints, which I think I said last night, and it does have some LGBT plus rep in it. So that was what everything counted as for this book, and really sad about it still. And then I told you yesterday that I had started, sorry I'm dropping everything, I'd started Crescent City House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas, and I was at like 142 pages, but I've been reading so much today that I am currently at page 570, so I read quite a bit. Here, let's see if I can show you. Maybe. So I read this much today, so I'm counting that as a win. I really would like to finish this tonight, but I have a doctor's appointment in the morning, so I don't know if that's a good idea. But I heard that when you get to like the last 200 pages, you should like do it at a point where you're gonna be able to read those 200 pages all at once. So I'm like getting closer and closer to page 400 here, and I'm like, at what point should I stop tonight? Because if I get past that point of no return, I will be up till 2 in the morning because it's already 11 o'clock and I have like 3 hours left on the audiobook, so I'm gonna be stopping that soon. I did have a dentist appointment this morning, so on the drive there, because it was 30 minutes there and 30 minutes back, so I listened to Every Heart a Doorway by Shauna McGuire. I have the book here, so I don't have to put a picture. But, ooh, it's dusty. There we go. I started listening to Every Heart a Doorway from the audiobook from my library, and I got 88 pages into it, so about halfway through. Really enjoying it. This is, I think, my 3rd time rereading this book. I've only read the first 3, but I really enjoy the audiobooks. They go by really fast. So I've been waiting for my library to get them all, and they have. So now I figured it's the right month to do it because I want to read a ton of books for whatever-a-thon, just to make sure I get my bingo board all completed. And yeah, so I've done so much reading today, and I'm so happy about it because for a while there I wasn't reading anything, and I absolutely hate that because reading is such an escapism for me, and I just love being able to be transported to these different worlds and see different people and characters and magic and just everything. So let's not even get into the love interest, seriously. Hunt, you know, yeah, if you know, you know. Anyway, that has been everything that's gone on today. Depending on how much I decide to listen to more of Crescent City, I would like to finish this one too. I kind of want to finish this and this before the weekend because the 48-hour whatever-a-thon is going on this weekend. So I'd like to have these finished by tomorrow, which I think is very doable. And then on the weekend, so Saturday and Sunday, I'd like to get through the second and third Wayward Children books, and I also have, what is it called? It Happened One Summer, or something like that by Tessa Bailey. I've seen a lot of hype about some contemporary romance books lately, and I've been getting them from my library, and I only have a few days left to read that, so those 3 books are my goals for this weekend. So yeah, so tomorrow, finish these 2 books, and then Saturday and Sunday, focus on the other 3 books that I would like to get to, and I would consider that like a win. I would be so happy if I could just complete that. Yeah, I don't even know if I said, but my pledge, book count wise on for whatever-a-thon is 10 books, because that's usually what I like my goal to be for the month, so I wanted it to be a normal goal for me. And if I read over that, I'll be super happy, and I think I can if everything goes the way I want it to. And yeah, well, I am worried tomorrow because both my nieces and both my kids are going to be here, and it's my mom's birthday. We were planning to go to the pool and have like ice cream cake and stuff for my mom's birthday, so ooh. Although I don't have much left of either of these books, and they're pretty quick, so worst case scenario, just stay up late because I don't have anywhere to be on Saturday. I think that'll be the plan. Wish me luck. So it's the next day, and I just wanted to say that I stayed up till 2 in the morning finishing Crescent City, and my god, was it so good. I absolutely loved it, and I can't even say anything about it because it'd be spoilers, but just know that I gave that 5 out of 5 stars. Absolutely loved it. It's definitely hit the top of my favorites list for this year. Don't know if anything will beat that, but I am just so excited to get to the next one. But I have some other books I need to read before I can get to that one, and it's just killing me. I am pretty tired. It's my mom's birthday. We're watching my nieces, and as soon as they leave, then we're gonna go out to eat and get some pizza. And yeah, I will tell you what Crescent City went for later, but I just wanted to do an update where I wasn't getting ready for bed, so see you guys in the next clip. Okay, so it is right before bedtime on Saturday the 11th. After yesterday, after we went to the pool yesterday, I came home, got a shower, laid down and watched Harry Potter with my youngest daughter, and fell asleep. I was exhausted. The pool just wiped me out. It was pretty cold out. So that's why I didn't check in last night. And then today I've just been reading. So I have 4 books to go over with you. So I think the last book I told you about was Crescent City, House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. I finished this. I ended up listening to it till, I believe I told you, 2 a.m. and finished it, and I'm so glad I did because it was so good. So good. After this, I kind of took a break from reading anything, so yesterday I didn't read anything, if you don't count this as like the early hours reading. But Yesterday I took off a reading and just spent time with my family, but I want to go over what was covered under this for whatever-a-thon. So I did join sprints and read some of this, and I'm stretching it, but this did have some LGBT plus rep in it, like very little, but it was there. This has been on a previous TBR. It's also a favorite genre, so like fantasy and romance. And it's also a hybrid genre because it is fantasy and romance. And it had some mystery in there, so had all kinds of things going. And I got my first bingo with this book. So I'm super excited that I finally read this, and I really want to get to House of Sky and Breath. But I'm going to wait a little bit because I do have other books I need to read first, but I don't want to wait too long. So this one might come up later this month. We will see. So on Thursday, I told you I had started rereading Every Heart a Doorway by Sean McGuire. I finished this one today. This one's counting under the Join the 48-hour readathon because I finished it today. And today was day 1 for the 48-hour readathon. It has LGBT plus rep in it. And I was listening to it while doing a guilt-free activity, which was journaling. So that was fun. It also counts for a book under 300 pages. This one's like 160 something. Hybrid genre because it's magical realism, but contemporary, but a little bit fantastical. So yeah, and then I borrowed a book. So I have the physical copy, but I didn't follow along with it. I just listened to the audiobook from my library, so I counted it as borrowing that book. So right after I finished that, I immediately started Down Among the Sticks and Bones by Shauna McGuire. For this one, join the 48-hour readathon, LGBT plus rep, guilt-free activity because I was still journaling. Borrow a book under 300 pages and continuing a series because this is the second book to the Wayward Children series. That one's probably so far my least favorite one, Down Among the Sticks and Bones. I don't know. It was okay reading it this time. This was the third time I think I've read this one, and it was a little better this time. So I think I had been giving it 3 stars, but I think I would maybe put it up between 3.5, 4 stars, but we'll see. And then I just got finished listening to this last book, and I pretty much listened to it all in one sitting, and I'm so happy I did because it was so good. New favorite, and that is It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. I loved this. I've heard so much hype about it, and I've seen some mixed things, but mostly good things, and I just needed to give it a try, and I'm so glad I did. I only had like 2 days left on the audiobook hold from my library, so I needed to get it read quickly, and I knew I wanted to read it for this 48-hour readathon, and I just knocked it out of the park. I am so proud of myself for finishing one book, starting and finishing 2 others, and I'm just like killing it here. But for this one, join the 48-hour readathon. It's a borrow book because I don't own any copies of this. I just got the audiobook from my library, which the audiobook was really good. Highly recommend. Favorite genre, romance was one of my favorite genres, and it was a 2021 release. So I did not get any bingos with this one, but hopefully the next one. As far as what I'm going to read next, I did say I believe that I wanted to also read this one for this weekend's 48-hour readathon. So this one is on my plan for tomorrow. I should be able to get through it. I have the audiobook, and that shouldn't be a problem. I am on hold waiting for the next book in this series from the library, so I doubt I will get that this weekend. Hopefully, though, it comes soon. After that, though, I do have Hook, Line, and Sinker on hold. So that's the sequel to It Happened One Summer following Piper's sister Hannah. So I have those. But I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling. I know I want to get Beneath the Sugar Sky, which I should be able to. And yeah. So these have been what I've been knocking out recently. So So I want to go over everything I have finished this week. So I finished Book Lovers, 5 out of 5 stars. I DNF'd The Next Together at 90 pages in, so that was like 25% in. Not a favorite, really upset about it. Then I finished Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas. Finished Every Heart a Doorway by Shauna McGuire and Down Among the Sticks and Bones by Shauna McGuire. And then It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. That's 6 books that I've read just this week. So I'm really happy to have gotten through quite a bit of books, and all ones that I have pretty much enjoyed except for that one. And oh, I wanted to say that I also checked off Crescent City in my 2022 and 2022 list and my 5-star prediction list. So that was nice to get something done. From there, I think I'll go over what some of these can count for in my A to Z next week. I plan on doing a vlog next week and a vlog the week after that. So hopefully everything works out okay and I am able to do it. But that is the end of this vlog for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm so happy that I read so much and I got some good B-roll at the beginning of the week, and I kind of flatlined at the end of the week here with B-roll and mostly just bedtime wrap-ups pretty much. So I will see you guys in next week's vlog. There may or may not be another video going up next week. We'll see. And so if you like this video, like it down below, comment down below letting me know how many books you read this week, and subscribe if you want to. I would greatly appreciate it. And until my next video, I will see you guys soon. Bye.